everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tori, and if you guys are new here, this is my tiny house on wheels. I put out new van life content every Sunday, so if you haven't yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. A very gloomy Ohio day is upon us, and winter is slowly starting to creep in. It is in the 40s today and rainy, which is kind of just a standard Ohio winter day. I've gotten a couple of questions about van life in the winter and how we stay warm and comfortable. So since it is finally starting to get cold, we decided today is finally the day that we will be getting the van ready for winter. And to go along with it, I thought I would share all my tips and tricks for winter van life, since this will be our third winter in the van. We are currently parked at our storage unit. We are switching out our comforters first. We use a very lightweight comforter in the summer, and then in the winter time we have a very, very heavy down comforter that we switch it out with. I always kind of dread getting it out because it's super, super bulky and kind of heavy to maneuver around the van, but it is unbelievably effective for a cozy night's sleep, even when it's freezing in here. So that is step one. Let's get going.
I wanted to show you guys the difference in thickness between our summer comforter, which is really nice and lightweight and thin, and our winter down comforter, which is very bulky, heavy, and super warm. Slipper squad is rolling out. Driving in style.
Alright, we are headed out of storage. Gonna go find a new place to loiter for the afternoon. Gonna put on some seasonal music to kind of set the wintry vibes. I found this new playlist, I'll show you guys. I will link that in the description box if you want to get seasonally vibey with me. All right, let's go.
Here you go. Come on. We matched today. What do you think?
From storage, and next up is a cozy beverage to keep warm. My go-to lately has been this little chai pumpkin concoction that I have recently come up with. So I'm gonna make that up for me and Josh, and I will show you guys everything that I use along the way. Some oat milk, and then I picked up this oat maple. I thought it was creamer, but I don't think that it is, but it's pretty good. I picked that up at Trader Joe's. And a can of pumpkin and some maple syrup. She loves pumpkin. Chai is warming, pumpkin foam is foamed, and running the burner is heating up the van for me, which is why I love making cozy beverages in the winter. Not only does it warm up my hands holding the mug, it also warms up my belly and it warms up the van. So all around a win. I'd say I probably do 2 to 3 warm beverages a day in the winter. Usually 2 of those are coffee. And kind of in between those cozy beverages, we'll run our heater to keep it nice and toasty in here. I fogged up the camera lens. I'll wipe you guys off there. Top with a little cinnamon. Tink. Delicious as always. I actually used to be a barista at Starbucks, so I take my cozy beverages very seriously. This has been my go-to for the past few weeks. I will probably change it up probably mid-November, move on to something a little bit more Christmassy. I'm going to enjoy my cozy beverage, and I will catch up with you guys again the next time I get chilly. And just like that, I'm chilly again. So you guys officially get to meet Mr. Buddy in the flesh. I know I talked about this in my van life essentials video, but we hadn't broken him out yet. So a proper introduction to our Mr. Buddy. So these little portable propane tanks that you can just find at Walmart or camping places, just screws into the side there. And then there's 2 settings, a low and a high, and there's also a pilot light. We have heat. If you happen to miss my van life essentials video, I will link that on the screen, and the link for your very own Mr. Buddy is in the description box for that video as well. It is about dinner time, so we will move on to our next tip for staying warm in a van in the winter. This one is my personal favorite, but that's probably just because it has to do with food. Soup. We eat tons of warm soups and chilies in the winter. Again, having that burner running helps warm up the van, and eating warm seasonal foods is a super great way to help keep warm. A couple of years ago, actually, we got stranded in a parking lot in Tennessee for a couple of days in a pretty big snowstorm. And we made some chili for ourselves and someone else that was also stuck in the parking lot. I thought I had toned down the heat because we do like our chili quite spicy. Poor guy, when he brought the bowl back to us, Josh said he was sweating bullets. So I guess the chili was still a little bit too spicy, but hopefully it helped warm him up a little bit. Tonight we're gonna have some garden vegetable soup that I picked up at Trader Joe's. and some toast to go along with it because it's carb season, guys. Guys, buddy, will you help me? Oh, thank you, buddy. A cozy candlelit dinner for two. I have a couple of more tips for you guys, but they will have to wait until after dinner. Dinner was delicious and cozy, but I wanted to go over the last couple of tips that I had for you guys for winter van life and the last few things that we did to get our van ready for winter. So up in this cabinet up here, we always keep a little stash, oh goodness, of extra hand warmers. We use these on nights that it gets super cold, oftentimes in the teens or below zeros. We will break these out for overnight and I sleep with them in my socks, and then I also hold on to one in my hands to help keep my fingers warm. It may sound a little silly now, but when your toes get that cold, I promise it definitely makes a difference and it's super worth it. So we always keep a couple of these on hand just in case in the winter. And we have two more things that we do every winter to help keep our van warm and cozy. So these vent fans are absolutely great and we love them, but in the winter these do let a lot of cold in. So last year I put some Reflectix squares up here to serve as some extra insulation to cover those when we're not using them. But this year I think I want to try something a little bit different. Instead of the foil, I want to have it like fabric covered, just for the purpose of aesthetics. So I'm gonna see what I can come up with. I will update you guys when I figure something out. If you guys have any ideas for like insulated vent fan covers, drop them in the comments below for me, because I'm gonna head to the craft store in the next couple of weeks and get that taken care of. And Haley is gonna model the last winter van life upgrade that we add to the van every year for you guys. You gonna tell them about our fuzzy rug? Is it a fuzzy rug? A fuzzy rug? We switch out our rug. Rugs actually do get like super wrecked in here. Rugs in the van don't tend to last super long. There's a lot of traffic on them and a lot of weather makes its way inside. So they do get pretty dingy. So every winter we will replace whatever rug we have with a fuzzy rug. Our floors are not super well insulated, so this really helps keep our feet warm. Getting out of bed in the morning to an ice cold hardwood floor is absolutely miserable. So we absolutely love having a super cozy, super fuzzy rug on the floor. It also gives Haley a nice warm place to lay if she decides that she doesn't want to be on the couch, but she is kind of a princess, so oftentimes she's on the couch. And my last and final tip for you guys to stay warm in a van in the winter is to bundle up for bed. Getting the van ready for winter every year is always a little bittersweet. We are sad to see the warm weather go, but we are also excited for the holidays and all the coziness that is in store for us for the next few months. Oftentimes in the winter, we will sleep in hats and scarves and sometimes even coats, or in this case, a teddy bear onesie. I like to have something that comes up over my ears and around my face to help keep whatever isn't covered by the down comforter nice and warm, because I have woken up many a mornings with an icy cold nose. So it is important to make sure that I go to bed dressed appropriately so that I can stay nice and cozy all night long. If you guys liked this video, give it a berry, see what I did there, big thumbs up for me. And if you guys have any other tips to keep me warm this winter, please let me know down below. And there is just one last little tip I wanted to give you guys. Most of the things we went over today in this video were things that we do inside the van to stay warm, but it is also important to protect the outside of your vehicle during the winter. Rust is very common in these types of vans, as well as the salt on the road can do damage as well. So we try and make sure to spray off the underside of the vehicle fairly regularly throughout the winter to get the salt residue off and make sure that we are protected from rust damage. And that is all I have for you guys this week, and I'll see you next Sunday. Good night. Oh, hello. Hi, Mama.